Hello, everyone. We are back for another drawing board episode. And yeah, oh, yes, yes. All of the puns all day long. Um, Thank you again for joining us here this evening. And thank you, Lauren, for again being my wonderful co host for the night. Well, all right. So, I don't know if anyone is, well, lots of people are aware of the Disney Drawtober and the Inktober and the drawing themes for the month of October. And so what we're doing here tonight is sort of a collab with the Disney Drawtober Instagram channel that perfect. Of course, the links that I had sent did not go through. Yeah, technology. What is it good for? um, so Andrew Sale has been put together the Disney Drawtober last year with thank you. I was like a Disney or Land and World. I was like, why can't I think of her name? Because you have exactly. Yes. Um, and so we are going to be participating in the week 4 challenge, which is Disney. Well, it's Disney owns everything now, so we're doing Marvel Villains this week, all week long, every day, post a drawing, and they over at the Disney Drawtober Instagram channel or account. That's the word I'm looking for. Account. Um, they will be dropping prompts, you know, to help you with the creative juices. So tonight, yes. So I posted throughout the week. Whose villain or what villain is your favorite? What? How is this possible? I don't understand this. We got it working, and then it didn't work. Yes. Every time. Yes. Give me one moment while I speaker. Say something, Lauren.
Hope you can hear me.
Can you?
Can you guys hear me? Let us
Oh,
know,
for
please.
crying out loud! It's coming through the bloody the
Oh,
system again.
well, I can always drop out a video and go to chat if we need to. But
Yeah. I hate this. It seems like it changes the way it wants to reroute everything every week or every time that we do this. So, yep. Nope. It refuses to play nice. So let's see. Speaker testing. Can you hear me, Lauren?
I can hear you, yeah.
I don't understand how you can have a headphone jack plugged into the computer and it still comes through the speakers. That makes no sense to me.
No.
Very unfair. All right, YouTube, can you hear Lauren and myself at the same time? All right. We'll just do a little clap marker. Sorry again for the technical difficulties. This is ridiculous. They can hear you? Sweet. Awesome. Yes. Very much so. And here's the fun thing. I can't hear myself now. Okay. Well, what? Now she's gone again just before the clap. That's a Thanos joke if I ever heard it. Oh my gosh. So can anyone hear Lauren at all right now? This is... I don't... Yeah, it seemed like it worked. We got it. Nope. Okay. Well, Jiminy Christmas.
Company in the chat, and they said barely. I don't know what that means.
They're probably hearing you in my headphones, and it's getting picked up a little bit by the microphone. But now there will be an echo because of
YouTube, right?
No, because it's coming. It's coming through the. Say something. I was gonna say, I guarantee you that was an old settings with the streaming delay. So, blah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I went to school. I originally really wanted to be a scientist, and then silent again. How is I don't know. Oh, you're good. Say something again.
I hope this is working.
Well, I'm sure YouTube can hear but I can't hear you.
Okay. Unbelievable.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, who knows? So at this point, it may just be one of those things. Yeah. That seems to be about par for the course. So we'll see if it fixes itself or if this last setting works. If not, I'm not 100% sure what we'll do. Okay. All right. So with the Disney Drawtober, I posted, what villain do you like? I got a lot of Lokis. Yeah. Yes. And I okay. All right. That's fair. That is fair. Say something.
Can you hear me?
I can through the It's going to be the echo the entire time.
Oh.
This is just dumb.
I know.
So I guess I might just jump in and yeah. Well, we'll try to figure this out for next time and not waste your time again. So, if you want to, do you want to hang out and monitor chat and all that, or? All right. All right. So, so I posted a couple of villains. We've got Apocalypse that came back. Green Goblin's one of my favorites just because of Spider-Man and whatnot. And then Doom was another one that was a favorite of mine. So we got a close-up and then a strike oppose. So it seemed like everyone, it was down to the Green Goblin and the strike oppose Doom, if I remember correctly. But if you want to drop in the chat what you'd like to see us start with, I will go ahead and jump into that. So, but yeah, Doom Pose seems like it got quite the popular. Okay. So we may start with this guy, and if we've got time, we may run through one of these others for the next little bit. Oh, Kate says Green Goblin. You may get your wish, depending on how fast I go with
that would be my vote.
Good old Doom strike oppose here.
We got 2 Green Goblins.
We got 2? Okay. Well, since chat's here, we may do.
They said they can hear me now, so I'm going to try and stay. So
we may do
don't
Doom
change any
strike
settings.
oppose post, or the second half. We'll do
Okay, cool.
Green Goblin first. So let's see. Where did that go? Get things all set up. You hear Lauren.
Okay.
It's a miracle.
No more changing things.
I don't know how you're hearing her because I can't hear her.
Oh no, you can't hear me at all? Oh no.
I don't know how you're hearing her because I can't hear her.
Oh no, you can't hear me at all?
All right, so we'll just. I'll just guess at what I'm hearing Lauren say. Well, this will be fun. We'll have 2 completely different conversations, and inevitably we'll be talking over one another.
I do not know how to do this.
All right, so Green Goblin to start with.
I have no idea.
Get my reference photo up. All right, so
nice.
Green Goblin.
I'm so excited to see Green Goblin in the new Spider-Man movie.
It's so weird that I can see you're lighting up, but I can't hear a single thing you're saying. And even when I unmute the YouTube.
I don't know. You can't even. It's so weird. Okay, now I'm hearing that you have an echo and there's a 15-second delay or something. I'm pretty confused.
It is.
Okay, now I'm hearing that you have an echo
yeah.
and there's a 15-second delay or something. I'm pretty confused.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Did I drop? I don't know. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Hopefully that there won't be a delay. We'll see.
Can you hear me yet?
Unless the
Nope.
YouTube channel is now being streamed, which is probably what is going to be happening. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I hear you in the
Yeah, you're hearing me
YouTube,
on
which is
the
probably
delay
going
for
to be
sure.
restreamed. So I'm going to mute that. Okay, it looks like Lauren will just be cracking jokes on me the entire night, and I will inevitably be talking over her while I try to get through this drawing. So, for those of you that are in the Slack channel, the mof1.network, you can go get registered to be a member of the Slack. I dropped the Green Goblin piece in the gallery channel. So if you've joining us and you want to jump in and grab and draw along on your iPad or whatever drawing device you've got, feel free. Tonight I'm going to be doing it analog, so we'll see how this all goes. Sans digital help. So tonight I'll be using the, well, here, let's do this. I've got Pelican ink, some whiteout pens, nibs, brushes, quills, soda pens, brush pens, a variety of brush pens.
All kinds of good stuff.
This is one of my all-time favorites. It's a Pentel hard brush. This is the Pentel soft brush.
Nice.
Totally drawn a blank on with this. This is the Pentel pocket brush. So we'll get into some of these tools as we get going. So, Green Goblin. Let's jump in and we'll start with a refining.
Like, I still don't know if you can actually hear me or not, but we got some
Problem
good
when you use your
jokes
pencils as
going
bookmarks, you can't ever find them because they're stuck in your books. All right, so villains, Green Goblin. I don't know if everybody else Neville or Neil. Sorry, I'm always gonna have Bricky's way of pronouncing your name stuck in my head every time I see your name pop up. But yes, I tried. We were talking and laughing the other day about drawing analog versus drawing digitally for so long, and I went to do the pinch and zoom, not necessarily the undo, but then I ended up smearing ink all over my drawing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, B, we did. Well, we're starting with the Green Goblin. We'll probably bounce over to the Doom Strikes a Pose here. So, I don't know how everybody sort of found their villain, but or their way into comic books, but I would go to the comic book shop with a friend of mine who's a couple years older than me, and we would just go through I grew up on like the old comic books that were like 5 and 10 cents, and I would just like tear them apart. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do the pencil drawing. I'm just gonna jump in straight to inks, and we'll see how that goes.
Nice, being brave.
Because I'm a glutton for punishment tonight. So I've got the high-tech C pens. My buddy Warren turned me onto those back like 10 years ago. He swears by them. I like them. I'm going to do the drawing in the high C first, just because I'm pretty sure that that's water soluble, so I can lay down some washes afterwards. It's not completely waterproof or whatnot, but close enough. So Lauren, at this point, I guess you can just have conversations.
I don't really have any idea how to handle this, to be honest.
I'll be sort of talking and drawing and the multitasking.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Is anybody else excited to see Green Goblin in No Way Home? It is not Multiverse of Madness yet, though. We're getting there. And any guesses for who the full Sinister Six will be? I always think Spider-Man has like the best villains of all the like Marvel guys, really. Like he has the full rogues gallery, like Batman, and they all have like are pretty compelling characters on their own. Like Doom, of course, is good, but like Spider-Man has the whole like gallery of villains to work with. Green Goblin's definitely up there. It's like one of the coolest ones. And I love the like Willem Dafoe version, so it'll be awesome to have him back. I really can't like imagine somebody else because no one else has such a like goblin-y looking face naturally. Doc's doing a good job. Just going straight ahead with that ink. I like it. I always plan out more when I know I'm inking, because I am less brave, but everyone has their own way. Yeah. I definitely think like Willem Dafoe's face like looks enough like especially the goblin mask they made for him like really works so well that like it's just perfect.
Keep looking up, see if you're talking.
Trying. This is definitely a weird situation to work around. I'm not gonna lie, guys, because I have no idea. There's like a delay on YouTube of what I'm saying, and so it's just hilarious.
One of my favorite things about the Green Goblin's face was just sort of how elastic it could be. Sort of like where the Joker got to in some of the artists that would draw him, just sort of would just play with how elastic they could get it, how long and menacing.
For sure. Such a cool like design too, like so many fun pointy angles and stuff. And as you draw this, like the only thing I can have in my head is the like Weird Al Spider-Man song. Oh, Jim Carrey is like maybe the only other possible choice. That could be interesting. I mean, I do not know how long it took to draw this, but hopefully Doc will see your question soon. Unfortunately, we cannot communicate with one another tonight. Oh, I'm going to have to find the Weird Al Spider-Man song. It's to the tune of Piano Man. So it's like Sling us a web, you're the Spider-Man. And I won't sing any more than that so we don't get sued. But it is a really great song. Let me find it real quick for you guys. Oh yeah, definitely a great one. It's called Ode to a Superhero. There you go. I'm trying to get the link real quick without opening it because it's gonna play. There we go. All right. Hi, Jamie. Oh yeah, I also love Weird Al B. Like I remember playing like the Running with Scissors album like over and over at my friend like that lived down the street, like we'd go to his house and like dance to that over and over. So I still know all the words to Amish Paradise. Like I think of those songs on that album, like when I hear the real versions, I still think of the Weird Al version. I'm liking the big shadow that Doc's got with his hood. It's pretty exciting. Doc is always really good with lighting and stuff. I'm laughing because Amish Paradise is just great. It's a classic Weird Al. Now I like just want to listen to that album basically. Seeing Weird Al in concert is also fun. He does lots of costume changes and stuff. So if you ever get a chance, it is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I totally agree that Doc nails the like shadows and lighting so good. That's something I have so much trouble with. Like strong lighting and like backgrounds are like the two things that I was trying to like work on myself this year. And like Doc always is just so good at it. And he goes like so extreme. And I love like how like big the shadows are and like you can always tell like where the light's coming from. Very dramatic lighting. It's very cool. Very cool.
I'm always scared now that I'm having to think about analog ink and putting my hand down in it. Yeah, I used to drawing digitally. It's like, oh yeah, you can just go wherever your mind and hand takes you. But now it's like, oh nope, I forgot. You're supposed to work from the left side of the page to the right side of the page. Well, you're working with wet ink and whatnot. So inevitably there's going to be a big smear across this at some point tonight.
I used to have a teacher in college that like would give you an automatic F if you had like any kind of like smears like Doc is describing.
The
or
Goblin was drawn in the Spider-Verse. Like it was monstrous and larger than life, and I was not expecting that because he'd always been Norman Osborn. Almost said Oswald.
I do love everything about Into the Spider-Verse. I love how like extreme every like character design is, especially for the bad guys. Like Kingpin is like so larger than life, and like like the Goblin is really big too, which kind of like reminded me of the Lizard, but like I think it definitely worked well because like who knows what kind of stuff they might have like powered themselves up with to like seem
don't drag
pretty extreme.
Your hand through it's hard. Oh, I was gonna do a
oh, there you go.
Compositional thing. I totally forgot to do. It's gonna try to frame these out a little bit better.
It's a good suggestion to like turn your
This
smears
is
into
just sort of
unintentional or then intentional design. You know, you can always like add
I always,
extra flags.
again, going back to Mike Mignola, just loved his composition.
This is probably why Doc is so good at lighting, because
So
so is like
sometimes I try to think that. Gonna have the hat break the frame.
Oh, I was like that too.
Give it a little bit of depth. So it's
No, you did a good job when the drawing looks good
breaking
upside
that
down.
fourth wall. That's theater. I don't know what it's called in art.
It's still fourth wall. Oh, when it breaks the
100%
box.
Neil with turning the smear into an intentional design. That is something I think I learned about how do you make lemonade with lemons was sort of that whole like mall airbrush. They would go and then those little starbursts and stuff like that they would put on there. The more starbursts you had, that was more errors that were being covered up.
That's awesome.
Unless somebody's just like, I just really love starbursts and
The J.J. Abrams of
ton of them
pen
in
and
your
ink.
design, but otherwise those were
Oh, bye, B. I
ways
hope you have a
of
good dinner. Enjoy. Have a good night.
making mistakes look Bob Rossing them, maybe, happy accident.
Yeah, happy accidents. Happy
So
little
one
goblins
of the things that I'm trying to figure
throwing their
out.
pumpkin bombs.
Oh, sorry, I just realized I was talking over you. With
No.
the eyes for the Green Goblin, like I go back and forth with, do I make them like normal irises or just like super super small pupils? I have them
I'll
done
go for the small
both
pupils. He looks crazy.
here, but I may just go with the small pupils and see what happens.
I think in this case, instead of happy little trees, there would be like happy little explosions in the background or something. Gotta stay in character. What is everyone dressing up for Halloween? It's always my favorite thing. Any superheroes going out this year? I feel like there'll definitely be a lot of Squid Games. Probably a lot of Marvel people. Ted Lasso. That's another popular one. Ooh, I like that one. That pen looks fun.
Something
Mark,
I never thought I
awesome.
would mess with or have to worry about is like super long paintbrushes and them hitting the microphone.
We're having all kinds of audio problems tonight.
Mark, you're going as me at Halloween?
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
I still have that screenshot of you in your costume for your birthday that occasionally I will come across on my desktop while I'm scrolling through images, and I'm just sort of like, oh yeah, Mark in a bikini top. Great.
Well, you keep it on your desktop. He
Always puts a
cherishes
smile
it,
on
Mark.
my
That's the
face.
truth. Oh, that is so cute, Neil. Oh. You can also tell me what your kids and or pets are going to be dressed as, because I find that equally as fun to know what people are doing for Halloween. If I could, my cat would also have costumes. He doesn't tolerate it, so I'm out of luck on that one.
I love a good brush pen. They're so much fun.
This is like super juicy brush pen.
Have most people been doing the Drawtober challenges with analog or digital materials? What's their shakedown?
That's a good question. I switched to analog because just for like the difference, you know, and it is kind of fun for the drawing challenges. Plus, it's just something different to like experiment with for, you know, October. It's like a shorter, you know, time frame. Why not try something new? My cat is extremely intolerant of the costume situation. I did start to say this before Jamie brought it up. I did
Photoshop mask there, Lauren.
But I had a professor in college that, yeah, if you had any smudges or any fingerprints, any kind of like, you know, non-intentional mistakes like that, would give you an automatic F. So I'm very paranoid about it still to this day. So when I am doing what Doc is doing, I always have the like piece of paper under my hand. I've been trained to never forget. Yeah, I agree, Sean. It's fun to try the analog in October. I think it's a good break, you know? Like it's fun to not be digital all the time. I think gonna go back to basics. I don't know about other people, but I have a really hard time drawing from the very beginning on the computer, so I draw on paper to start with anyway, but it always just feels good. This is looking really cool. I know Jamie has been doing lots of watercolor illustrations for Drawtober, tons of them, and yeah, Sean has done a lot of ink drawings for Drawtober. You guys should definitely check out the Disney Drawtober hashtag on Instagram or check out their page. They're posting in their stories every day all the new stuff, but the hashtag has all the archive of all the cool things people have been creating this month. It started off with classic Disney villains, like from the animated movies. Then we did Pixar villains, and then Star Wars villains, my favorite. And now we are onto the Marvel villains. I still have to work on mine. Running out of time very quickly, though. Tomorrow is technically the last day to apply for a prize with the Marvel drawings, because every week they're doing a giveaway. You can win stickers and buttons that are all to do with Drawtober and all that good stuff. So it's very cool. Oh, and that's definitely a good point, Neil, that like when you go back and work more traditionally, then you kind of like think of new ideas to bring into your digital stuff for sure. Very cool.
I'm going to attempt something real quick.
Yeah, I saw
if I can listen to the YouTube stream.
See if this headphone under the headphone works at all.
Let's see if this works.
We'll see. Just being patient.
All right. So I got a slight delay, so I can at least hear what you're saying.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yes, I like it. That'll help a little bit. And I just moved my microphone away. My bad. This is looking good, Doc. I like it so far.
You're good. You are good. I'm excited with
Ooh,
how it's
cool.
coming along. I need to. I like starting with the brush pen and narrowing things down. So I'll probably end up
Hmm.
noodle. That way, it keeps me from noodling.
Oh, that's a good point. That's really actually a cool idea because I noodle a lot. That's awesome that you're gonna do your own versions of these ones, Sean. Can't wait to see
Oh,
them.
you and me both.
You get to do the little pointy hat. This is the good part.
I just forgot. Using an old scrap sheet of paper as a don't screw up your piece.
Yeah, I definitely do that a lot just to be safe.
What's your workflow typically? Are you majority digital?
Um, Depends on the project, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like my style is way more usually digital these days. But I do I start on paper for everything because it makes me happy. I don't really like drawing the like sketch part on screen. I just never got good at that. So I stopped trying to learn it, and I just draw on paper still. And then I'll take it into the computer and go nuts in Illustrator and do my thing.
Oh,
I've started doing more of the coloring in Photoshop recently, but I used to do a lot of my coloring still in Illustrator as well. But then when I do more traditional stuff, like especially my Inktober pieces, I've
I
been
think your microphone's
new where I
switched back
draw
over.
on colored paper, and I like that a lot. Those teeth are extra creepy.
Did your computer switch over to your old
Oh shoot,
microphone?
it did. Thank you.
I don't think you're coming through your good microphone anymore.
You're right. It should be coming back. Sorry, guys. I just switched microphones for this, and it's apparently, I think the cord I'm using is
There
broken.
we go.
Working sometimes. We're having a lot of problems tonight. That's okay.
I was gonna say even if you do have it working, it's like nope, not gonna play nice.
Yeah, never. Wow. Oh, it went out again. Sorry,
Some of
guys.
the fine lines and stuff like that I like doing are all
Okay.
remind me of like Seth or is it Seth Macfarlane? I'm totally drawing a blank. Because there's the one McFarlane that does like the
Yeah.
American
I'll try and look
Dad
it up for
and
you real quick just so we don't say the wrong thing.
okay. It's like he was one of my favorite comic book artists, and I can't
I
remember
know,
his
but now
name.
I'm like second guessing it and I don't want to be wrong. Todd McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane. I knew Seth didn't sound right.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, Todd.
Seth MacFarlane is the Family Guy. You're right,
You were.
Sean. I was like, it doesn't sound completely wrong for some reason. That's why.
Isn't that like the same company that does the American Dad as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know if they do other shows, but they definitely do that one. And Family Guy. Maybe they're just busy with that.
I'm avoiding the eyes. What was everybody's thoughts on the big pupils or little pupils?
I don't know if anybody weighed in besides me, but I was going for the small pupils because I feel like it makes them look like extra insane and like villainous.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's looking good though.
Unhinged.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better word for it.
Right, we'll go small. We'll go small.
Nice. Sean's saying he likes hollow pupils for Gigi, but what do you mean by hollow pupils? Like just a little circle?
Oh, I thought you said hollow people. I was like, what?
Oh. That was my first band name. There you go. Now he looks mean.
I just wanted to pinch in and zoom so I could get some of those like comic book eye lines going where you've got the pupil and the iris and you like I'll do that and I was like, this is analog, this is not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. I still do like sometimes think like Control Z in my head when I'm drawing now. Sadly, it doesn't exist.
Oh
yeah. I wonder if like
that's what these are for.
Harry Potter. I was gonna say, I wonder if artists in Harry Potter like use time turners as like a weird undo. That was the nerdiest joke of the evening. You're welcome.
I should have prepped the those whiteout pens prior, so I'm not shaking them straight into the mic. Actually,
no, the shake is part of the experience. Yeah, shake, 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 shake.
I forgot I can turn the mic on and off.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I always forget about whiteout pins.
Oh man, Bel Senkovich, like what he would do with. I don't know if he was the one that first did it, but like, I think it was Electra Assassin. I saw some pen and ink drawings of his, and he used it as like rain. And I'm pretty sure like I've seen Jim Lee pick it up and do some of that with his Batman drawings as well.
Mm-hmm.
It looks super cool. This was cool. An attempt the other night. You can sort of see some of that rain whiteout pen.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Ooh, look at that. This is like when you cut ahead.
Later, Neil. Enjoy dinner.
Oh, adios. Have a good night, Neil.
Yeah. Pull it out of the oven. Sometimes I can't remember which pen is what because they all look the same.
Yeah.
But this one is my favorite. It is the
you
hard.
Like take extra time to like check it out.
You can sort of see, maybe, probably.
Just barely.
Yeah. So one's got a bit more of a hard rubber, and one's got more of a brush pen, sort of like the pot pocket.
Nice. Other people can probably see. I just have to have the window smaller to see everything else that we have going on the backside. If you can't see, let us know, guys.
It wasn't
and
focusing all that
we'll
great
figure it
either.
out. It's looking good. You just freehand that box like that straight line.
See if this even works.
Scary.
Not that good.
That would be me on the first round.
Clean your edge, make sure it's not got ink on it.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
But if anybody asks, I did it freehand.
You did the bottom one freehand. I witnessed it.
And then that's what happens. If you don't have an inking ruler, get that bleed. Ink goes up under the edge.
Yeah. Oh, little boo-boo. Doesn't look too bad, though. I feel like it kind of matches with the, like, brush pen-ness.
Yeah.
And this is where the happy little trees come in.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is going to transition into wet on media.
Nice.
And break out the pelican ink here. Later, Jamie. Thanks for swinging through.
Yeah. Adios, Jamie. Have a good night. It's definitely looking cool, though. Excuse me.
Trying to see the reflection of the water so I can see where it's wet and not.
Oh, nice.
So I can do sort of more of a wash.
Very cool.
One of my favorite things about this pelican ink is that it's got sort of a purple tone to it.
Excited to see this. I have a different brand that I like, so this will be cool. Oh yeah, I totally see the purple.
One of the other nice things about it is I thought I had some bleach, but I don't. And it will sort of give you this brown.
Oh.
if you use the bleach to sort of paint back in and erase it.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I want to try that. I've never used the bleach like that. That's really cool. Yeah, the purple is actually like very noticeable. It's really cool.
I think I found it like as a happy accident.
This is another happy tree right here. They're so happy, the little trees.
Happy trees. Kent Williams came to my class in college, and that's how I found out about this ink.
Oh, nice.
I'm not super stoked with how this paper is sort of blotting up. I thought it was watercolor paper, but it looks like it's that manufactured watercolor texture.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like more for printing. Been there. I feel like that's like the good thing about like
printing. But
you know, like with the Inktober and how like you go back to analog again and like relearn all the basics, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just realized this purple, faded purple, would be a nice touch for his outfits, being green and purple.
Yeah, nice. It all feels like appropriately Halloweenish, I think.
I didn't realize how many villains have costumes, uniforms, whatever, that are green.
Yeah. Green and purple are very big, like, villain colors. Like, MCU, I think, uses purple as their villain color a lot. Like, you have, like, the Dormammu, Mads Mikkelsen's character also is purple. Agatha, all of her magic is purple. She wears purple. Vulture sometimes has purple. Like, it's quite a few. That's off the top of my head. Oh, Kang also has purple. Thanos, duh. Lots of purple.
Yep.
And then like green and red are maybe the other two. But red is used in a lot of the superheroes as well. Oh yeah, the purple man. I can't forget.
Yes. Purple Man. Who is that?
Purple man. Oh yeah, from Jessica Jones. I was like,
Is that a legit character?
yeah, it's like David Tennant's character.
Oh,
It's been a
I
long
didn't
time
finish
since
that episode or that series.
Oh, once he starts
I got
coming
one
into
or
that
two
show, it gets
episodes in
really
and
good, but it's very weird.
got sidetracked.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Great. That's definitely another one. Can't believe I didn't think of that. MCU does a lot of stuff with like color coding though, and I definitely feel like purple, especially when you see purple magic, you know it's not good. Is everyone excited to see?
I think I
Eternal
might call
soon?
this one done for a bit and
Nice.
see what we can push through
Looking great.
Move on to the Doom Strikes Oppose.
Beautiful.
I'll let that dry and then maybe come back with some of the whiteout pens.
That was very fast.
Were you talking about Paul Rudd's Halloween costume earlier?
No, what was he? Now I'm gonna have to look this up. What is Paul Rudd's Halloween costume?
I thought I saw somebody talking about Weird Al Yankovic.
That we were, but we were just saying how much we love
I saw
Weird
that
Al
he was
because
going
of the
as
Spider-Man
Weird
song.
Al, and his daughter was going as the Wasp.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Wait, I'm seeing this now.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, this is a really amazing Weird Al costume. I'm gonna post this for everybody.
Did you Google it?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I will post for everybody.
It's so good.
Just trying to get to the link. He really looks like Weird Al. Like, what a genius idea. All right, here you go, everybody.
It's insane. It's insane.
I love that
how
his
much he
daughter
looks
is
like
Wasp.
Weird Al.
That's really, really cute. And I like the little accordion that Paul Rudd has and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty perfect.
Brilliant.
I don't know if this is also. Oh no! Someone also then photoshopped Weird Al as Ant-Man, but I got very excited for a second that he like did that back as well.
Yeah.
It's just Photoshop.
I just realized I picked up a different colored red pencil to draw. Got a slightly orange and a more red. Like, why isn't this looking the same?
Oh, cool! Yeah. So this is the Doctor Doom kind of big standing pose.
Strikes a pose.
Yeah, there you go.
Standing pose. And this was
Very
taken
heroic.
from a let's see if that still works. I was getting a low battery message. But
Oh no.
all right, let's see.
Well, we're chugging along on our time that you set up, so don't worry.
Well, on the list, sweet. Got another 20 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
See how far we can get.
You can at least get it started, you know?
Sometimes it's fun to just horse around
Mm-hmm.
with a loose sketch. I don't usually jump straight into inks, but I might do that again.
Today's the
I'll tighten
day.
up a couple things. I saw something the other day as I was looking through some Doom pieces where they
Hey,
turned his
Zach.
belt
Good to see
buckle,
you.
like the buckle part was actually the letter D. I was like, subtle.
I like it. I like it. I like any, extra accessories in your superhero outfit. I cannot wait until we see like the Fantastic Four in the MCU. It's going to be so cool. I feel like we'll probably get them before X-Men, but who knows?
I mean, I hope it's better than any of the previous attempts. I guess it's.
I mean, they don't have they don't have too high of a fence to clear on that one. Oh, looks like Zach has a new 3D model in Slack. Everybody gotta go check it out.
Don't. But I mean, honestly, a lot of the superhero movies.
Yeah.
Ooh. I didn't like a lot of the superhero movies. Like, they all were, like, just bad.
Ego is a great choice. Even you think the Marvel ones, Doc?
Everybody loved Spider-Man when it first came out. I was
Oh wait, are you
underwhelmed.
saying you don't like the first Spider-Man? Like
Yeah,
the
like the
Tobey
first
Maguire
couple of
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, I was not a huge fan of.
I love Spider-Man 2. That is a great
Mm,
movie. It
yeah, I
is.
was not a
It's
huge
so
fan of
good.
Tobey Maguire as Parker.
Oh, I mean, he's not my favorite Peter Parker, but I do think Spider-Man 2 is a great movie. Doc Ock is like perfect in that. It's so cool. And we
Honestly,
get
I'm
him
trying to even
back just
remember
as
who
it
was in
was.
Spider-Man 2. I like
It's Alfred Molina is
it is
Doc
Doc
Ock,
Ock.
and
Okay.
yeah, which is the one coming back, and I'm so stoked. We just need to get the like Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin to come back from Daredevil, and I can be happy.
Yeah, there's definitely lots to be excited about with that. Oh
Zach, I gotta go check out your ego on Slack. I want to see it. I don't know if mine's not updating. It's probably your Slack channel, and that's why.
100% agree with you, Zach, that the Into the Spider-Verse is the best.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
This is
That's
again
one of the
where
best
it's
movies
going to
ever.
get tricky because of not being able to zoom in.
You drew on a tiny card. This is the problem. It's so much easier to
I
draw those
did.
like bigger
Yeah, it's
portraits.
like 6x7.
Especially
So
with your
it could
brush
be,
pen. I
it's
think
got
that
enough
makes
room to
it
be
like extra
matted
tough.
into a 6x8, so it could be in a 5x7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the brush pen is
It makes it extra hard to do tiny stuff.
difficult.
I'm a big fan on the micron pens with the like ultra precision. Doc, since you said you don't like all the superhero movies, are you also not a fan of most of the Marvel movies or like the older generation, let's say?
Marvel movies are good. The the
Mm-hmm.
the the new generation of the Marvel films have been really, really good. Like, I was happy to be excited about them again. Like, I had
Do you
lost
feel
hope
excited
with all of
about
the Sony. Honestly, I
yeah.
was really, really nervous about Into the Spider-Verse because Sony was doing it, and
I mean, it is make me worry because like their other stuff is like Venom is not nearly as good as the other Spider-Man and MCU. It's like its own weird thing, but I don't think it's like
no,
a
yeah,
great
you're
movie like some
100% right.
Marvel movies. Zach says this looks like Doom is about to drop an incredible return hip hop after album after a few years off, and I love it. You wouldn't even have to change the name. Like Doctor Doom would be a great rap name. Like
Yes.
that would be like funny thing to add in the new movies.
Did MF Doom die? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
What do you mean? I can Google it.
When like the rapper, like the MF Doom,
Oh,
I think
I was
like
still
he
on like
had like
Marvel
a what looked
page, so
sort of
I was
like
like,
a
what?
Doctor Doom face.
It looks like yeah, he did pass away last year.
Okay.
Almost a year ago today, so R.I.P.
We lost DMX and MF Doom.
Zach says he died last Halloween, which is what I also saw on Google,
Makes
but
it
didn't
sound
tell
like
anyone
I
until
know
July.
all my hip hop stuff.
You guys are a lot cooler than me, for sure. Not up to date on all of this good music stuff.
Well, depending on your definition of good. I know that some of you are like, "Yeah, take it or leave it."
What do you mean?
Just with like they either when you said it was good music or some
Oh,
people are just like, "Yeah, it's not my cup of
yeah,
tea." Other people just
suppose that's fair.
loved it.
Oh, Zach is definitely a fan. But everybody likes what they like.
Did not know that.
I was checking out your sketch for this guy in over in Slack, and yeah, it's much looser than your Goblin one was.
Much
Which
looser.
makes it a
I was
good
like, yeah, I'll
challenge.
be able to improv that.
It's tough, I think, with stuff like his mask and stuff, because like you have to get it just right, because it like everyone knows what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, in some of the research that I was doing and looking at Mask, like there's a whole bunch of like iterations that are
Mm-hmm.
like some have the straight rectangle bars around his eyes, and then like some have more like rounded versions that are much more organic and resemble the shapes of the face.
Yeah.
I will say too, I'm sure every artist when they get on a book, they're like, I'm gonna make my mark, leave my mark on this book, or redesign the look of the character. And
Oh, sure. Yeah.
do you have a favorite era of comic books? Like the costumes, like I really enjoyed like Cyclops had a bunch of interesting costume changes through the years, and Wolverine as well, where he'd go from the yellow and blue to the brown and yellow, and then back to the
Yeah.
black and yellow, black or blue and yellow.
I wouldn't say I have like super strong favorite era. X-Men costumes are like really fun ones. I feel like because their personalities show a lot in the, but like their powers usually kind of reflect something about it, but also their costumes I think really reflect their personalities quite a lot.
Yeah.
I love if you I'll find a link real quick. Chris Anka is an artist I really like. He does a lot of like character redesigns for Marvel, but he used to just do them for fun. And I love all his like fashion versions of different like heroes and stuff. It's really cool.
Ooh.
I'm gonna find links real quick for you guys. He's done a lot of like really cool ones that I've
Yeah,
seen, and
definitely
he
find that
like
link, drop it in the chat. I'd love to check that out.
yes, definitely. I'll send it to you outside of chat as well, so you can find it later. Easy. I'm trying to find like something where maybe it's like collected instead of just his Twitter.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure exactly how
I
to
think
find
some of
it.
the
I
other
will.
problems with Doom is being very not organic, not cloth. It's all like metal. Almost calls
Mm-hmm.
for a tighter lines instead of the brush stroke
Yeah.
type of work that I was doing on the Goblin.
Getting closer. I'll find something in a minute. I'll get there.
All
I'm gonna
good.
send like actually this like Google search result where you guys can see more of them at least at the same time, but also just write the artist name. You can definitely see several of his designs here at this link I'm about to drop in here. Oh, Zach is saying this reminds him of Marvel versus Capcom. I used to love that game. I haven't played it in a long time. That was fun.
Oh, yes.
Good times with that game
Honestly,
for
I was
sure.
really close to trying to find one of those DC Marvel mashup villains, like where you had
Ooh, yeah.
Batman and Wolverine as a mashup hero. I was trying to figure out if there was a DC Marvel villain mashup, and I couldn't remember.
Ooh, that would be a fun one. There we go.
I know this is all Marvel week, but do you have a favorite DC villain?
Ooh, great question. Definitely someone from Batman, I think would have to be at the top. Uh, I mean, Batman was always like one of my favorite superheroes growing up because like my kind of
Yeah,
first
Batman's probably
superhero
got the best
exposure was
Batman, or
Batman
the
the
best
animated
villains.
series. Um, I don't know who my favorite is necessarily. I like a
Oh,
lot of the
okay.
Flash's villains as well. He's got some really fun ones, but they're a lot sillier. um, maybe Poison Ivy. I think she's like a fun one that is like pretty cool. I've done a costume of her and like a roller derby version because like they did the thing where like Harley plays roller derby in the comics. So we and a friend did our own mashup versions. That was
Oh,
really
nice.
fun. And I love the like Uma Thurman movie version. There's a
Yeah.
lot of just good
I
ones
heard
though.
something the other day that I thought was hilarious that the Chris O'Donnell's had a hard time getting work after he played Robin, just because of like how
Was it
weird of
because
a
of the
movie
bad
that
nipples?
was.
It's funny because like I think it's very funny, but like I also grew up watching it when I was a
It may
kid,
have
so
been
it's just
because
like
of the bad
also
nipples.
nostalgic. Yeah. Oh, Zach is saying DC Marvel mashup was Doctor Doomsday. That's actually very
But
funny.
George Clooney was able to bounce back. Oh.
That's really good.
Dr. Doomsday. That was Superman's villain, right?
Yeah, Doomsday. That was in the Justice League, right? Was that? Let me look up that.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that noise was. It sounded like there was a train coming into the room. I'm like, is there a tornado coming through? But it was just rain.
Oh no, it was Dark Seed is what I was thinking of. That's not the same as Doomsday. Yeah. Trying to find a picture of Dr. Doomsday real quick. Oh yeah, this is pretty great. Okay, I found a cool one. Let me send this real quick. That's definitely fun.
Little fingerprint shading.
Makes it extra unique.
Yeah.
Who are some of these other like Marvel DC mashup characters? I'm not as familiar with this.
Good question. I don't remember.
I'm seeing like Spider-Man, Batman.
Was it Spider-Man and
cool.
Spider-Boy? Got a mashup.
I'm definitely at least like I just googled Marvel DC mashup characters, and there's a really cool one with like Batman and Spider-Man that I dig. I have no idea if these are like official.
Legit.
Well, like I don't know if there's like some kind of like collection of them or something. This is new to me.
On this side, and then have it swing back in.
Oh, cool. Zach just sent me a link, so I'm checking it out. Here we go. Some of these are very hard to figure out, but there's like Superman and Captain America and Super Soldier.
I'd be curious to know what some of them were.
Dark Claws, Batman, Wolverine, pretty good. Storm and Wonder Woman, New Comic Amazon. These are fun.
Dark Claw. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah. Some of these are pretty obvious, like Submariner with Aquaman, and it's just Mariner, and I'm like, all right, fair. Looks like they have like Captain Marvel with Green Lantern cross.
Neptune.
And Iron Lantern. That's actually really cool. There's like an Iron Man Green Lantern one that's pretty awesome. I'm going to send this link in the chat. Sorry, I should have done that sooner. I got sucked in. It was really cool. Doc, what kind of brush are you working with now?
This is back to that pocket brush. It's not the Pentel, and I'm trying to remember what the manufacturer who made it was. It's all in Japanese or Chinese. But I think it is I think it starts with a K.
Yeah.
I will find it and I'll drop it in the description of the episode.
Awesome. find other cool.
Is
superhero
everybody
things.
drawing? Anybody drawing along tonight on one of the
Yeah, let us know.
files I dropped in Slack, or is everybody drawing along on
Sean
their
said
own?
that he is doing that for you. With you, I mean.
Right on. Sean, you may be happy to know, but if anybody did a draw along tonight with us, tag us.
Mm-hmm.
Tag Drawing Board as well, and we'll pull a winner to get the this lively ghost pen.
It's very cool.
Forgot to mention that earlier, but
yeah,
technical
definitely make sure you
difficulties do
tag
that to you.
Drawtober. We won't be able to find it, so tag us. Oh, nice. Sean said he already finished Goblin and dropped it in Slack, so we gotta check this out.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah,
Why,
while
Slack
you're
is not
doing
updating
that
for me,
or
but
hanging out there, we've got the M of One network. All the locations you can check out episodes of the Master of One podcast and
oh yes,
jump in to be part of the Slack family.
Mm-hmm. Put another link for that because we are always hanging out in Slack. You get all kinds of extra bonus conversation, and it's always a good resource, I think, to have other artists to talk to there. I love it.
Lots of channels talking about TV, film, movies, art, design, you name it. There's something there's someone's
everything.
talking about it.
Come talk about movies with
like
me.
Facebook renaming itself.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We also even have a reality TV channel. We have just one for Great British Bake Off. We have everything. Come hang out. It's a good time.
That laugh was for Facebook, not baking challenge.
Oh, it's all good. The new Facebook stuff is bizarre. To say the least.
Yeah. Let's see.
Coming along nicely, very quick.
No clue what's really going on in his head. I'm gonna put a little bit of an ink wash in here to help sort of pull him out of the background. Hopefully it won't bury him.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find this other like cool mashup thing that I can't quite find what I'm looking for. Another artist that I really like, Kevin Wadda, does these very cool like watercolor paintings of different superheroes. He actually did a lot of covers for Marvel for a while, but he did these awesome like all of the X-Men in like super awesome like black tie outfits basically, but you can still like totally tell like their costumes are integrated into it and stuff. It's like really awesome.
Ooh. Who they are.
Google like Kevin Wadda X-Men fashion. I'm seeing some of the things, but not like
really, really
he
cool.
did
I'd love to
one
check
at one
that
point
out.
where it had all of them, and I can't find
You
that
find
one.
it.
Trying so hard. I know he did this like quite a while ago, so I'm seeing all of his newer stuff instead, which is good, like definitely good. I'll put his name in the chat so people can check it out for themselves. I think I can find it.
probably should invest in some new brushes. These are all like 20 years old.
That makes them better. That means you know exactly how they
Yeah,
work.
you get a lot of those like not so crisp lines. That's also true. They definitely. Oh, this one will act this way.
Well, thank you, Sean. I always like talking to you in Slack. It's always awesome.
Nice.
It's great to just have people to talk to, even if for nothing else. And then, like every day,
Sean.
people are giving advice, having a good time. Oh, that's really cool. Changes so much when you add that like ink wash in.
Yes. Lots of conversations happening. I do miss the like masking. Like I do a lot of masking in my work.
Mm-hmm.
So having to go back to my old school masking ways of
It's a good trick though.
good old airbrushing trick. But what time is it? Oh, it's 9:40.
38.
I got further on that than I was expecting to, actually.
I was like, yeah, you're so close. Nearly there. It looks great.
What do you think? What's missing?
Let me see. Got your hand on it right now. I don't know. It's looking really good.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Framing it out.
Yeah. I like that.
That was a trick that I never really listened to too much, was like pull with your arm instead of your wrist, because when you do that you'll end up with a short arc. If you pull with your arm down, you'll get a much straighter line.
Oh, that's a good tip. Nice. Looks really great.
But on this paper my hand is sticking.
Oh no.
Super jumpy.
That's what practice is
for. But I think I'm going to detail his face out a little bit later. I'm going to come back here and put some...
Oh, your whiteout pen?
Some whiteout on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for, everybody that got an earful of shaking.
It's part of the experience. You have to be realistic about what it entails.
Yeah. Didn't go too crazy with this one, so it may not need much.
Just a touch up. Alright, just falling asleep.
Yeah, like, I didn't even really do highlights.
Mm-hmm. That's looking cool.
On this one. If I get too deep into the washes, so I might just do an outline of some of that.
I like the little outline.
But yeah. Thanks everybody for coming along and
Definitely
playing with us
sticking
tonight.
through our technical difficulties, especially
putting up with the technical difficulties.
we're on the same page.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I might may play around with some watercolor on these guys, just a tint of the green and the purple, and see what happens.
Oh, it's funny you chose two green characters.
I did, yeah. Not necessarily on purpose, it just happy
how it worked out.
accidents.
That's the name of our episode for sure. Yeah, you gotta make it look nice and shiny.
Yes. I do love how you name the episodes of the podcast, Lauren.
Oh, thank you. I usually try and just think of, like, write down something that one of us says during the episode if I can, but
it's like you're always
be a little more creative.
For them.
Remember in the very beginning when I first started, I would like think forever of like trying to go through all these ideas for each episode, and then now I come up with it like much quicker.
Muscle memory, getting that just second nature, finding your groove.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we'll call it here.
Nice.
So here's the two. Will they both fit in here?
Yeah.
That fit.
These turned out awesome.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for coming along, hanging out this evening.
Thank you, everybody. It's a good time.
If you did a drawing this week or have done several, drop them in Instagram with the hashtag Disney Drawtober, and yeah, Andrew will be picking some winners here a little bit later. What day does he pick those? Do you know?
It's at the end of each week that he chooses the winner. So like the first one was like on the 7th, the 14th, and so on. So I guess. Oh, today might be the last day, or tomorrow he'll choose, I guess. But I might have that wrong. Andrew's the expert.
Hey, I guess tomorrow is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
I was like, what day?
I will probably
Halloween,
put just a
October
couple
start.
of finishing touches on these and post them to Instagram here in the next day or two. So
awesome! Can't wait to see.
Sorry, I just saw that Sean was asking about brushes. I will take a photo and get the actual name that is English and not Chinese or Japanese and drop them into the Slack channel. So
awesome.
But yeah, I was predominantly using this guy, and I drawing a blank on it. I'm pretty sure it starts with a K, but so. Anyhow, thanks everyone for jumping in and
everybody.
hanging out with us this month. And with Thanksgiving and Christmas happening here in this next 2 months, we're going to see about finding a time. But the holidays might get a little busy, and so we may push it out till January, February, depending on everything, and give us a little bit of time to figure out what the blazes is happening with the audio. But,
Maybe in the beginning of
thank you
December or
again,
somewhere in the middle.
Lauren, for jumping in and helping, and
No problem.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Right on. Well, adios.
Bye. Do we need to end stream?